Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. First of all, I just wanted to say happy Memorial Day to everyone and people that have actually served this country. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys, and that is why for the first time on my Patreon, well, it's not gonna be exactly through the Patreon, but you're gonna be the same Patreon group where we actually do day trading, live trading, swing trading, and all kinds of trades, and you're gonna be part of that group. And if you look at my screen, typically I usually charge $650 for an annual membership. Right now it's only $270. After PayPal fees and everything, I'm only getting like $260. So this is your time. The only way you can use this, go on PayPal and you pay that amount right here, and just text me on Discord or even through PayPal with your name, and I'll definitely send you a receipt, and you will have all the access to my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups that you need to become a profitable and professional trader. So guys, this is it. First time ever in last 3 years running this big sale, and that will end tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. It's going to end. It's going to start right now and it's going to end tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. The way to join, use PayPal, send me a text through PayPal, or also you can join the Discord and you can send me a message saying that this is you actually paid this amount of money, and I'll definitely send you a receipt, and I'm going to add you to all these channels right here where you get all my trade ideas and live trading and any help you need. So definitely check that out for this Memorial Day special. This is actually a big sale for the first time. You can see not even half, more than half, 70% off, guys. Fantastic sales going on right now, and it's just gonna last only 24 hours. On Nvidia stock, it's up 2.57%, so Nvidia definitely hitting another fresh new all-time high on Friday, and looks like if there is a chance of a pullback, well, where this thing can pull back to. So far, upper Bollinger Band now acting as a support, so there will be support around, I would say, 1032 to 1035 going into Tuesday's session. But below that, watch out for this low to be taken out right here from this candle, and that is around 1015. If that happens, you're going to see a drop down to 991, rising 5-day moving average right here, this blue line, and then possibly down to 974 and then 960, this gap down here. Now to the upside, well, definitely blue sky above, and this thing can run easily up to 1100. So that is gonna be the next stop on Nvidia stock. Now with the split, and I said it before also in my video, this is it, guys. If you want to trade Nvidia stock for these big moves to the upside and to the downside, it's gonna happen for next maybe couple of weeks, and soon as we get through that split, well, this thing will move like a snail, just like Amazon, Google, Apple, Tesla, and all that. It's not gonna move 30-40 bucks a day anymore. So this is your chance to trade Nvidia stock and make money on this massive volatility where this thing goes up and goes down in a massive way. So watch out. Nvidia should be on your radar going into tomorrow's session on Tuesday. On Apple stock, it's up 1.66%. So Apple, we saw a big bearish engulfing candle, and then we kind of got this inside candle where this thing went back up and up over $3 on Friday, and now trading below 190. So is this actually a dead cat bounce, and we're going to see Apple coming down even more? Well, we have to wait and find out for that to happen next week. So now on Apple stock, 190 breaks, Apple can hold. Well, what do we got? High, higher low, and now in this trend sequence, we could see another high, which is going to be around previous all-time highs, 198 to even 200. But that is going to take place only if Apple can break and hold 190 again. Now below 190, look at this strong support down here, 188. 13 SMA on this daily time frame was holding, so that is going to be a key level to watch going into Tuesday's session. 188 gives up. The next support will be down here, 183, strong support right here, rising 20-day moving average, and then 180. So Apple, definitely we need to watch. If Apple can actually break and hold 190, then yes, this was a higher low, and now you're going to see a higher high, and that could be at least 198 to 200 on Apple. Otherwise, below 190, Apple takes out this low from this candle, 186, I would say 187. In that case, Apple will drop at least down to, I would say, 183 to even 180. So we just have to see where Apple actually goes next week. Above 190, bullish. Below 188, this thing can come down a bit more, possibly down to 183. On Microsoft, it's up 0.74%, so Microsoft just pulling back from this all-time high again, and that is just insane, guys. I mean, yes, market is bullish. All these big names except Tesla, extremely bullish and hitting all-time highs, which is nice, right? You know, nobody's complaining, but the way things are going up, that is just too much. Especially as a retail trader investor, I know that when things are going up, well, it's leaving me with less opportunities because I cannot go long. I cannot buy anything and hold long because why? You'll be buying at the top and holding a bag here at the top. And whenever we get a pullback, you don't really have any money left because you already bought the top. And now you're looking to sell on the bottom. So that is why it's a risky game to go long on anything. But, you know, who cares? Market's definitely playing that risky game with retail traders and investors. You know, that FOMO rally always happening. And for the last 8 months, since that sell-off back in October, we actually got no real pullback. So now here on Microsoft, you got to be really careful. Yes, things can push higher. Now, if this thing actually gives up 428, and especially right now it's holding at 430, pretty much holding previous all-time highs as a support. 428 to 430 gives up. Immediately, watch out for a drop down to 420, 416 to 415, and then 413. Now, as long as Microsoft can stay above 428 to 430 and possibly trading above previous all-time highs, in that case, watch out. Look at this Bollinger Band expanded up to 438. So that is going to be the next stop on Microsoft and possibly even 440. But only if this thing breaks below previous all-time highs and also below rising 5-day moving average 428. In that case, you're going to see more selling, at least down to 420, and then 50 SMA also setting at 416. We do have support at 413 as well on Microsoft. On Amazon, stock is down 0.17%, so Amazon came exactly down to 180 and then pretty much holding 180 as a support. So here on Amazon, you can see this down trend line right here that I have on top. If this thing actually breaks and holds, I would say right here, 183-ish to maybe even 185-ish, then watch out. This is going to be a breakout to the upside. Until then, and I've been talking about this where this thing can actually double top right here. And so far, that is playing out. Now, we need to take out this low down here. And that is going to be around 175 to 173. And that is when you're going to see this double top actually playing out. Not right now. It's in a process right now. So here on Amazon, guys, for tomorrow, 180, your final line in the sand for bulls right here on Amazon. 180 gives up immediately, 176.97, lower Bollinger Band as a support, and then all the way down here, this gap, 173.92. Now to the upside, Amazon breaks and holds right here, 185-ish, right here. These moving averages will act as a resistance right here on Amazon. So it needs to get above not only 183, this resistance trend line, I would say 185, then it's gonna look more bullish for a move back up to 190 again and possibly even higher over 190. Until then, it's on a downtrend and things can actually continue to go down here on Amazon even more. On Google stock, it's up 0.73%, so things are not looking too hot on Google stock. We have this bearish engulfing candle, and now we got a doji indecision candle here on Google stock on Friday. So now if you look at my screen, guys, watch out here on Google. If this thing takes out this previous all-time highs, so far that is holding on Friday 176. If that is out, you're going to see it drop down to 172.41, 170, and possibly will come down even more, down to 164, and then this gap right here at some point. Now to the upside, Google, another stock hitting multiple times all-time highs, and there is no significant pullback. Now if there is a pullback and this thing stays under 176, you will see a lot more downside. Now to the upside, if this thing can hold 176, which is holding into closing on Friday, well, in that case, watch out for a pump all the way back up to 180. And once we get up to 180 and Google can actually break and hold 180, there will be more upside. And in that case, this thing can move even higher, possibly up to 188 and then even 190. On AMD, it's up 3.70%, so massive rally right here on AMD, and we did play, at least I did, and I did call it out for my Patreon members live in my Discord just before earnings from Nvidia that I'm not going to play Nvidia, but I'm going to play AMD calls for Nvidia's earnings, and that is just one way. I'm not even buying puts, and this thing killed it. I mean, went through the roof, calls 70% next morning, and pretty much sold, I think, at 171 and some change on Thursday. So this actually was a nice trade. You know, people who actually got in, they made money, and people that actually did not put in any effort, well, there you go. You know, no effort, nothing here in this market, you're not going to make money. And now again, another big rally on AMD. Inside this big bearish engulfing candle, we do have a green candle. Now here on AMD, guys, for tomorrow's session, 164, you line the sand, and below that, right down here, 160, and then 157, down to this gap, 153.49. That would be a support to watch as well on AMD on a pullback. Now, as long as this thing can hold 164, watch out for a move back up to 170, and the next stop will be right up here, 184, and then this gap, 188. On Meta, it's up 2.67%. So Meta here, what's unfortunate, I actually got some calls on Thursday right here on this big sell-off, right off of this white line 20 SMA, and I was up, so I actually took profit. Now on Friday, you can see, I mean, I got in at 463, and now it's trading at almost 480, guys. So missed out on a lot of profit, but again, looking to trade Meta early as tomorrow. And how? Well, if we get a pullback down to 470 to 469, down to these moving averages right here, that is going to be a dip buy. As long as the support can hold, I'm going to play to the upside all the way up to this gap, 484.58. So watch out. Meta can stay above 470 to 469. That is your dip buying opportunity to play to the upside to close this gap, 484.58, and possibly even retest 490. Now to the downside, if this thing takes out 470 to 469, next stop 463, 20 SMA, and if this thing gives up 20 SMA, there will be more selling down to 452 and then more downside all the way down to 432.40 on Meta. On Tesla stock, it's up 3.17%, so massive rally here on Tesla after 2 days of sell-off, and now it's above rising 20-day moving average, which is sitting at 178. So 178, you're line the sand here on Tesla for tomorrow, and below that, 171.45 down to even 166.58. Now to the upside, as long as 178 can hold, the next stop, and watch out for the breakout over 183. Soon as that happens, Tesla can run all the way up to 190 and then possibly even 200. On Netflix, is up 1.74%, and this thing just pushing and pushing and going even higher. So where this thing can go? Well, the next stop should be at 668 and possibly even 700. And I've been calling this for past few days. We did call this out, this bull flag consolidation right here, or this range breakout. And now you can see massive breakout to the upside. And now if this thing takes out this candle right here, high of this candle, 652 from Friday, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 668 and possibly at some point 700. Now we get a pullback. Watch out for the support 643, rising 5-day moving average, and then all the way down here. And look at this, guys. On Thursday, what happened? And this is why you gotta watch all these levels, and that's how you make money. So what happened on Friday, or actually Thursday? Look at this pullback down to where? 630 exactly, right? Support was holding from 630. Now this thing went back up to 652. So if you're following my videos and following everything that I'm saying here, that whenever there is a pullback from the breakout and the breakout will hold as a support, these are buying opportunities. As a day trader, you can make a ton of money. So this was your opportunity to buy the dip and sell the rip on Friday. And look at the rip here, guys. 630 to 652. That is a $22 move to the upside. And now this thing can move even higher. So watch out to the upside. Next up, definitely 668 and then 700. To the downside, 643, 630 strong support. And then we also have support right down here, 624.78. And then we can talk about more downside, maybe down here at 604.